Welcome back to Recap Central. Today I'm going to explain a science fiction film called INUYASHIKI. Spoilers ahead. Subscribe for more videos like this. Ichiro. A middle-class man just bought his family a new house. But they aren't really impressed and complain about how it is smaller than the houses nearby. Ichiro brings them sushi, but they go to a restaurant and he stays alone at home. At work, Ichiro's boss complains about his project that is losing a lot of money. Ichiro apologizes. Ichiro finds a dog. At the doctor's office, Ichiro learns he has cancer and only has 3 months left to live. He tries to tell his family, but they don't care. Ichiro walks his dog and wonders if his family will cry when he is dead. He tries to get rid of the dog because his wife doesn't like it, but the dog keeps following him and he realizes the dog is the only one that cares about him. He sees a man named Hiro sitting in the park. They see a light. Suddenly a meteorite strikes them with blinding speed. He wakes up the next morning and somehow he regained his vision without glasses. At breakfast, Ichiro can't taste any food and is really thirsty. He goes to his room and sees smoke coming out of his hand. It then turns into a rifle and shoots what appears to be the soup he ate sooner. His body starts opening everywhere, showing mechanical parts under his skin. Ichiro's daughter goes to the same school as Hiro. Hiro shows his friend his powers by shooting a bird with his finger. He then takes his friend to a parking lot and shows him he can control cars with his mind, and he shows his mechanical parts. Ichiro finds a dying pigeon and holds it in compassion. Surprisingly, he can heal the animal to full health and sends it flying. He hears someone suffering and heads to the hospital. And finds a boy about to die. Ichiro grabs the boy and heals him. Ichiro is really happy he saved someone's life. Hiro goes to his friend's bullies and demands his money back and an apology. He twists the bully's arm until he does what he wants. Hiro points his finger towards him, trying to kill him, but his friend stops him. A girl confesses to Hiro. He thanks her and leaves. Hiro's dad cheated on his mom, but she still wants Hiro to spend time with him. Hiro has dinner with his father's family. Their happiness infuriates Hiro because he believes it was stolen from his mother. While playing with his half-brother, Hiro points his finger at them and hesitates about pulling the trigger. He eventually stops when he looks at his father and realizes he still cares for him despite what he did. While walking home, Hiro hears the happiness inside a house. He goes inside and kills the whole family. After saving more people, Ichiro hears Hiro killing the family. He rushes to the house and finds a girl with a bullet hole in her head. He tries to save her, but his ability only works on living things. He goes into the living room and sees Hiro standing over the father's body. Ichiro remembers him from the park. But Hiro shoots him. And Ichiro goes flying. Ichiro recovers and rushes outside only to see Hiro flying away. Choco meets with Hiro. He suspects Hiro killed the people yesterday since they died from gunshots but no bullets. Hiro confesses he killed the family. He justifies himself, saying he is a god now. And that people die every day and they shouldn't feel sorry for people they don't know. Choco can't accept this and tells Hiro they can't be friends anymore and runs away. Hiro's mom tells him she has cancer. Hiro hugs her and tells her he won't let anything happen to her. Ichiro gets demoted at work. His wife is worried about the mortgage, while his daughter is angry at his incompetence. Ichiro laments at his inability to help his family. He doubts he will catch the killer and help people. Suddenly he hears Choco's voice praying for someone to stop his friend from killing more people. Ichiro realizes he must stop doubting himself and decides to use his powers to stop Hiro. He transforms into his robot form and flies away carrying his dog Hanuka. Ichiro meets Choco. They talk about what happened the night they transformed. Choco thinks aliens must have reconstructed their bodies. He says they must have the same abilities and decides to train Ichiro based on what he saw Hiro do. They go to a junkyard. Ichiro tries shooting a can, but he can barely move it. Hiro sees the doctor with her mom and finds out the cancer disappeared from her body. Hiro probably healed her with his powers. As they walk back home, Hiro promises his mom he will make her happy. Police officers come to question Hiro about the mirror eaters. He immediately runs off while his mother screams his name. He tosses the police officers around like rag dolls and sprints onto the parking lot. He kills 3 officers with his powers, while others shoot him with no effect. Hiro jumps down from the stairway and flies away. After his escape, Hiro becomes a fugitive with nowhere to hide. Luckily he finds Shen, who takes him in despite his current status. Shen lives with her grandma. Meanwhile, Ichiro is progressing with his training. But he gets tired and thirsty, so he drinks energy drink form his company. Choco speculates their bodies are fueled with water, as he becomes really thirsty after using his powers. Ichiro gets ill and shoots out the liquid like he did last time. Choco believes it's the sodium in the drink causing his body to malfunction, and they might be able to use this at their advantage. That night, Hiro sees everyone blaming his mother for what he did. She apologizes repeatedly but gets no sympathy. Hiro falls into tears when he realizes the person he loves most is paying for the crimes he committed. Breaking news reveal his mom committed suicide. Hiro goes in shock after hearing this. Hiro reads the comments on the video. He sees everyone cursing his mother. He becomes enraged and hacks into commenters' computers and shoots everyone through the screen. Shen finds Hiro unable to sleep and tries to comfort him. Hiro tells her he is responsible for the killings and shows her his robot parts, trying to scare her away. But she refuses to believe the man she loves is a killer. Hiro takes her outside and flies away with her. He asks Shen if this scares her, but she is only afraid of him leaving. Hiro realizes she is the only person in the world that cares about him, and he promises to protect her and stay with her forever. After that, Hiro is able to sleep and Shion smiles and says he is very human in the end. She goes to the kitchen but feels something around her. When she turns, she sees an army of soldiers aiming at her. Hiro sees them and grabs her immediately as the soldiers fire at his body. He turns around and shoots back, killing all of them. When everything settles, he sees Shen is dead with bullet hole all over her body. Hiro cries and decides to kill everyone in the country. Ichiro sees the news reports of a series of new killings. He warns his family to stay inside, but they don't listen. His daughter goes to a skyscraper. Hiro live streams his plan of destroying the country to avenge his family. People think it is a joke, but he starts shooting at them. Everyone panics and runs. Ichiro hijacks the stream, and Choco tells the people to throw their phones to survive. Hiro starts firing missiles across the city, but Ichiro finds him. He tries to convince him to stop, but Hiro flies away. Ichiro follows him through the sky. They fly around the city. Hiro shoots missiles at Ichiro, but he manages to avoid them. They fly through a tunnel, barely avoiding the traffic. Ichiro hears his daughter asking for help as her building was struck by a missile. Ichiro rushes to her but gets shot by Hiro, which stuns his flight system and makes him crash land on the side of a building. Ichiro tries to shoot Hiro, but he kicks him into the building, and they crash into a helicopter, making it hit the building and explode. They land on a rooftop and Ichiro continues to beg Hiro to stop, but he pulls out a bottle of water trying to recharge. Hiro shoots the bottle. Hiro charges him and takes his bottle and drinks the whole thing. He continues to fire missiles and sends Ichiro flying. They continue to fly as he chases Ichiro. They get higher and Hiro shoots a missile that sends Ichiro into outer space. He grabs Ichiro, planning to finish him, but instead of a missile it shoots out the water he drank earlier. Hiro falls down as his body malfunctions. Ichiro shoots multiple missiles into Hiro. Hiro falls fast towards the ground. Ichiro goes to where his daughter is, and he finds her motionless on the ground. He tries everything and manages to bring her back. He hugs her as tears fall down his face. All of a sudden he gets kicked and goes flying into a wall. It turns out Hiro survived the fall. He learns the girl is Ichiro's daughter and shoots her in the chest. They continue to fight. Hiro grabs Mary and takes her to the edge of the building. Hiro wants Ichiro to experience the same despair as he does. He throws Mary out of the building. Ichiro, sensing his daughter is about to die, charges all his energy and flies towards her. He crashes with Hiro and breaks his arm. Ichiro charges down and manages to catch Mary right before hitting the ground. She wakes up after her father heals her and realizes her dad is a superhero. Ichiro rushes to save all the people he can. The government confirms Hiro's death but haven't found his body yet. Ichiro has dinner with his family as normal, but his daughter sees now her dad as a true hero. Choco goes home and finds Hiro missing an arm. He is happy his friend is still alive and offers him to play his new game. But when he turns around, Hiro is gone, knowing his presence puts his friend in danger.